What's going on? It's Sheev the Wise. Welcome back to Vader's Lair. We have a lot to talk about today. The Book of Boba Fett trailer just dropped. We have some news on Carson Teva, the sidekick to Dave Filoni's character in The Mandalorian. And then we have some, of course, news on Kathleen Kennedy, and when do we not? But, you know, maybe this is some better news today? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's head into the lair. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's get it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So, I don't know about you, but I saw the Book of Boba Fett trailer, and it was a new one. It was more of a teaser, really. But we got some new footage, and it was pretty awesome to get more Boba Fett, finally. You know, we're looking for a trailer, you know, back on Disney Plus Day when you were kind of hyping up new content. But that's okay. You know, we didn't get a D23 either. We just got it on a random day like November 1st when we got the first trailer. So that's where we are at this point. But it was pretty cool. I can pull it up actually and try and play it. But who knows? The computer might crash. Let's see. Let's have some fun with it. Alright, let's pull it up. Let me know in the chat if you guys saw it too, because it was kind of cool. There's a couple parts that I liked a lot. Here we go. I think we can pull it up. I can pull myself a little more out of the picture. Let's try it. There's probably going to be no audio, so I'm sorry about that, but this is the best we got. I'm gonna pull down this and we're gonna do a trailer reaction. Let's play it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I guess there is audio. Disney, don't sue me. December 29th. Ooh, we get the slave one. The return of a legend. Dang. So pretty short, pretty sweet, you know. That's what we get with that. And I love that opening scene with Jabba's palace, the doors opening like they did in Return of the Jedi. It's pretty dope to have that scene back. I hope that played. Did that sound awful? Disney no copyright. Yeah, please. Thank you, Kylie. Don't give me the copyright. Did we oh, we're still going. Good. All right. No copyright today. So it was pretty short, pretty sweet, but it was kind of cool. And, you know, throughout the trailer, like I said, we get the opening of Jabba's palace there. We're going to go like frame by frame. Lucasfilm intro, of course. We get the dudes doing parkour. Pretty cool. Looks like it could be Mos Espa, which I think is where Anakin and Shmi raised Anakin. Shmi Skywalker, that is, you know. So that's pretty cool. I think in the Empire magazine, it was Jon Favreau. He hinted at Mos Espa having a return in the Book of Boba Fett. So that's pretty cool stuff. And, you know, we have already had Robert Rodriguez hyping up this show a lot, the director, the executive producer, and it's pretty dope to see this show finally coming to us, you know. So even this little trailer for me, it's getting me pretty hyped. Then we get another shot of Jabba's palace there. I'm excited to explore the depths of it, you know, Boba putting his helmet on, and then, you know, again, this could be Mos Espa here. Pretty cool. We get the Twi'lek character, who could be a bigger character. You know, it is a pretty decently known actress, so pretty excited to see if that could be something, or if she's just like a one episode thing, which she might be, and cool cameo if it is, you know. So hopefully this show is more than meets the eye from these two first trailers, and I honestly think that it is. You know, this is likely still footage from these first 1 to maybe 3 episodes. I still think we're leaving Tatooine, and even if we don't, I think there's a lot of story to be told here, and I'm excited to dig into it and to even maybe get a season 2. I think we could have a lot of fun with Boba Fett. There's a lot of stories still to be told. Yeah, they might, but I don't know, Keaton. That's just the first time we've actually done some trailer stuff, so it's pretty cool. I'm glad that didn't get sniped yet. Boom. No, I'm just playing. Don't expect announcements. I think if there are any, it's just dates. Yeah, dude, I don't expect anything with Lucasfilm these days. At all. I don't expect anything. This was cool. They literally are just giving us little random bits here and there, you know. Nothing big. So pretty cool stuff. We also have some news on the Rangers of the New Republic. Yeah. Did you forget about that show? Because I bet a lot of people did. Let's move this a little bit. Oh, no. Never mind. We're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it. Okay. This is an article from Star Wars Newsnet, a pretty good source. We cover a lot of their stuff. Of course, take this stuff with a grain of salt, but we did hear a while back that the Rangers of the New Republic show was going to be shelved, and we all kind of figured it as Gina Carano was supposed to be one of the main characters in it, as her character throughout the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian seems to be joining the Rangers of the New Republic. So this article is Rangers of the New Republic not moving forward, ideas to be used in The Mandalorian, and more Star Wars updates from Kathleen Kennedy. It starts off saying, now that the Empire Magazine January issue is out, we can finally read all of their coverage on the Book of Boba and other updates from the Star Wars franchise. Earlier this week, reported on Dave Filoni's writing process for Ahsoka, Kathleen Kennedy on the emotional reunion between Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, as well as the future for sequel trilogy characters and Jon Favreau and Robert Rodriguez talking the Book of Boba Fett, as well as more things, including Kennedy essentially confirming Rangers of the New Republic has been canceled. These are all ideas that we kind of have been covering within The Mandalorian the past couple of weeks, and that people at Star Wars Newsnet have been covering as well. And, you know, we just covered a lot of this stuff last week and the past couple of weeks too, so pretty interesting here. It says, when discussing the future of the franchise, Kathleen Kennedy gave an update on Rangers of the New Republic, the Mandalorian spin-off show that was announced a year ago during Disney Investor Day. Earlier this year, Variety reported the show is not in active development. While that didn't mean that the show was canceled, Kennedy has now confirmed that it will not be moving forward. And this is more of hearsay, not hearsay, because what she says basically indicates that the show is canceled, but she never straight up obviously says Rangers of the New Republic is canceled. She said, we'd never written any scripts or anything on it. Some of that will figure into future episodes, I'm sure, of the next iteration of The Mandalorian. Empire wrote that the series was likely to be absorbed into other series, though that was not a direct quote from the Lucasfilm president, as I said. It is unspecified if the other series they're referring to The Mandalorian, or if Kennedy spoke about other projects too. However, there was other string of projects that are very much alive. Kennedy's first quote in the issue summarized what's to come in the immediate future. It's exciting to see what's going to be coming with the next year with Obi-Wan, Andor, The Mandalorian, and Ahsoka. These projects are all so individual and unique in their own way that I think they'll appeal to a wide variety of audiences within Star Wars. Let's not jump to conclusions. We already know that Obi-Wan, Andor, and The Mandalorian are planned to be coming out next year. The former two wrapped production in late summer, and Andor is supposedly coming by the end of summer 2022. The Mandalorian has been filming for a couple months already and will likely hit next fall. Ahsoka, however, will reportedly begin principal photography in March. So even if there was space in the calendar year for that show to come out, it probably wouldn't be ready. It is extremely possible Kennedy was just speaking fluidly there, though. With that said, we should keep in mind the Book of Boba Fett technically qualifies as December 2021 release, despite the fact that every episode besides the first debut in 2022, it is possible Ahsoka could follow The Mandalorian and open in the last few days of 2022. Kathleen Kennedy's quote certainly doesn't contradict that, though again, she could have just been speaking freely on the future, and not as literal as the quote reads. Pretty interesting stuff, and I'm interested if they are working on other projects, and there are some other talks that, she did kind of say that there are other stuff in the works, that wasn't the exact words, but that's basically what she said to Empire. So pretty cool stuff with the articles on Empire the past couple of weeks, and this is interesting as well, just the fact that it seems as though all of this stuff that they had planned or had ideas for the Rangers of the New Republic, they had never really put to paper or put to story. Most of their focus was obviously on Mandalorian Season 2 and now the Book of Boba Fett, which was kind of a secret in a way, as we never really got confirmation for it until the end of the Mandalorian Season 2. Now they have a whole bunch of other projects that they were working on, and Dave was, partially working on other stuff, including the Bad Batch. So it makes sense that they never really had time for the Rangers of the New Republic, especially with what was going on with Gina Carano. So I'm not shocked by this at all. It makes sense that Rangers could potentially be, canceled or thrown to the wayside, and elements are going to be pulled out of it and put into The Mandalorian. Maybe this could even extend The Mandalorian. We had heard that Season 3 could potentially be the last season, and maybe this could, extend it and make a fourth season of The Mandalorian, as shooting of The Mandalorian Season 3 is happening right now. Hey, what's going on, Star Wars Santa and Tim? I hope you guys are doing good. Much love to you guys. Smalls, my brother, how you doing? Dawn, everybody in the chat, I hope you guys are doing good. Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. This honestly isn't that bad of news with Kathy. Like, I didn't expect Rangers of the New Republic to come out, and I don't know if any of you guys did, but especially with what happened with Gina Carano and the fact that they fired her and the situation that, kind of took place. I didn't really expect it, although I did hear at some point that Cobb Vanth was supposed to be the main face of the Rangers of the New Republic, which kind of makes sense in itself. And maybe we could still see Cobb Vanth, becoming a Ranger in the Book of Boba. And that kind of would make sense. But in terms of, Cobb Vanth being the main face of of that show, that's clearly not happening now. And whatever reports of that, maybe that's just an indication of what's to come. And I honestly don't think at this point that Gina is coming back. Which kind of, in my opinion, sucks, but that's their choice. So, it is what it is. Hera 2 was rumored. Yeah, Trev, I did hear that, and it's still possible we could see Hera. I wouldn't at all be surprised if Hera Syndulla ended up showing up, maybe with Ahsoka in Season 3 of The Mandalorian or something, and with Sabine. I would not be shocked at all if that happened. I would be happily surprised, though. That could definitely happen. Or maybe even in the Ahsoka show, we could see, maybe she's already a Ranger, and that would make sense for the time period as well, as Hera has always been kind of a Ranger in herself, I guess you could say. Great point, though, Trev. Tim says, I think it could have been cool, but it always seemed more like a side story. But if they won't use Gina and her character anymore, what's the point? Yeah, Tim, I totally agree with you. And that's a great point as well. So, I'm interested. Are you guys, upset at all by the fact that Lucasfilm has, promised all of these projects, and now a lot of them are getting canceled. Like, it seems like they're like, oh, we have this, Star Wars Santa and Star Wars Meg we're talking about yesterday, how they were I'm not going to use the same terms as Star Wars Meg, but they had these ideas, and they're like, oh, put a title to it, and make this cool graphic for it and put it out there. And they got way too ahead of themselves, and then it got canceled because whether it was the director or just the development or the story, it didn't have time to work itself out. Like, it seems as though they're trying to give us too much, and instead of just saying outright that we only have so much to develop to like 1 or 2 stories at a time, they're trying to give us like 5 or 6. And like I said the other day that I want a Marvel level amount of Star Wars, and I do. And if Star Wars doesn't feel they have that amount of talent to create the stories that fast, that's okay, as long as we're getting 1 to 2 good stories like a year, please. Like, I feel like that's doable. Whether it's a season of 2 shows or a season of a show and a movie, like, that's okay with me. That's a good level of content. Like, you don't need to give us 6,000 things like Marvel is. Although that would be damn cool. Yeah, we do want more announcements because it's cool. We want more, and we know we shouldn't, but we do. Trev says, just build, don't try to oversaturate the market. Yeah. No, yeah, I hear you. I guess you're right, Trev. And I don't know, like, some of their stories are still good, and in a way, Marvel has built that trust with me as a consumer to where I feel these stories that they're making, even if they seem like whatever right now, like, I think down the line, they're going to tie into the greater story. Or, to the next story. And we're going to get a lot more context. And that feels like paid off and earned. And I don't trust Star Wars to do that with everything. Because I've been hurt before. No, yeah, for sure. Mr. Ratface says, nah, promises that don't go through are better than giving us what we don't. Okay, what we don't want. Fair enough. That's a good point. The Rangers show should have been about Hera. Sozu, I totally agree with you. Tim also said, I mean, they can still do anything that with the show. I understand why it's shelved now or canceled. Yeah, and it all kind of makes sense, right? So in terms of what Kathy said about other content, this is the quote right here. It says, despite the massive slate of Star Wars shows plus, Kennedy wrote more yet to be announced, noting there's a couple of other things that are in the hopper. Big screen Star Wars is far from finished. There's Patty Jenkins' Galactic Fighter Pilot Star Wars Rogue Squadron, though that's reportedly been delayed. It's reportedly been canceled from what I've heard. Plus a film by Taika Waititi and one produced by Marvel boss Kevin Feige. Hardly minor prospects. And yeah, those are all stuff we've heard about, and it all kind of makes sense. But what about the other shows? We still have Acolyte in the works. And I still am hoping, although, again, take it with a grain of salt, that we could potentially get a spin-off show from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show about the Inquisitors. I still think that could happen, and the time period kind of fits. So I think they could easily make a show 1 to 2 seasons about the Inquisitors, and fans would go wild for that. I would go wild for that, at least. Where's a droid story? You should ask Kathy, because I have no clue. I've been wondering the same thing. I've truly been wondering the same thing. Dang, everybody saw the Book of Boba trailer. Of course you guys did, though. It was pretty good. What did you guys think of the trailer? Let me know in the comments. I don't know if I saw the comments from earlier. I thought it was kind of short, but at least we got another trailer. Only if Jason Isaacs is interested. Trev, Jason Isaacs is interested. You know that he is. You know it. I'd rather have a few shows that slap like Mando season 2 than 20 Falcon and the Winter Soldiers. Oh, burn, bro. No, that was good. That was good. I forgot about droids more than once. Dude, me too, Keaton Haas. You're not the only one. Darth Chaos says, really just 2 new scenes, but it was alright. Yeah, and honestly, the scene with Boba and Fennec walking up to, it almost looks like there's like a garage for the Slave One, and that's a cool scene. That was a cool scene. I'm a sucker for the Slave One. Yo, what up, MK Matt? Keaton Haas. Yeah, dude. I don't know. The droid. I haven't heard a goddamn thing about the droid show, or the droid story show. Not a single thing. Some juicy Easter eggs. Yeah, there were a few. There's some pretty good breakdowns. Star Wars Meg did a really good breakdown on it already, and I'm sure Paul from Heavy Spoilers did a great breakdown. That dude's the best. Tim said, did he have Bosk and Fennec next to him at the table? I didn't notice, and I don't think we're going to see Bosk that early. As in, like, personally, I don't know how long Boba is going to really be ruler of... Like, I think, obviously, he's going to probably take that position by the end of the show. I think at the beginning, he's going to take it and not have it for a super long time. I think he's going to have it 3 to 4 episodes max. And then he's going to have to go on the run because someone's going to try to kill him or someone's going to have a bounty on him. Because that's the thing. Like, people in his kind of position, like Jabba, try to take each other out to take each other's positions. So someone is going to be upset that Boba Fett has this position of power. And I honestly think that it is going to be possible that Boba Fett will have a hit be put on him. Someone is going to be bold enough to do that, and who knows? All of these crazy bounty hunters from Boba's past could end up coming to try and kill him, including Boss, Dengar, potentially. Although some of them might, end up working with him. Who knows? Maybe even Cad Bane. And oh yes, I do think that is likely the direction that we're probably going in this story. But that's just a theory. Take that with a grain of salt. Nothing confirmed there. That's personally what I hope they're setting up. I hope by the end of the story he takes place of it. And then we have Din Djarin potentially come into the story and be a part of that. And, tell him, hey, we fighting to get Mandalore back. And maybe Boba will actually help him. Because I think Boba sees something in him that reminds him either of his father or of a leader. Who knows? That's just a rant by me. Back to the chat. Darth Chaos said, they made a nice title for the droid story with R2 in it, and that's about it. Yeah, don't think we've seen a dang thing since. Star Wars 1995 says, Slave One. Yes! Don't change the name. Yeah, please don't. Star Wars 1995 also said, Star Wars Meg was great. Wish Star Wars Theory did more, though. Yeah, I mean, I think he did something for it. I don't know. I haven't really been looking at YouTube too much today. It's been a busy weekend. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you guys that haven't checked out my other videos. Go check it out. Smash the like button. Subscribe. Much love. Trev says, so if they are adapting Air, they have all the pieces in place. Yeah, I think so too, Trev. And I really think that's where they're leading, and I cannot wait for it, man. I think Ahsoka is going to be a big, big show. Potentially even bigger than Obi-Wan. And I've been saying it. Trev also says, I think they're setting up Boba to be Talon Karrde's character in Heir to the Empire. Interesting. I need to look more into that character. Yeah, MK Matt, definitely Cad Bane. That would be dope. Definitely Keaton Haas. Definitely. Tim says it makes sense. Yeah, I think you're onto something there, Trev. I definitely think you're onto something there. Keaton Haas says, I hope live action Cad Bane is done correctly with Corey Burton's voice. Dude, they could definitely do that. And I think they will. I think, especially if Dave is involved with it, because I did see a slate of directors, and I don't know if I still have it up, which I wish I did now. But it was interesting because they said that Jon Favreau wasn't listed as a director and only as an executive producer, but who knows? I think Jon Favreau will have an episode that he directed, or at least was heavily involved in. I think he was heavily involved with the whole thing, though. Boba gonna shoot him again. Definitely, Darth Chaos. You already know. Hey, Tim just put into the chat. Join the Vader's Lair Discord. It's a pretty chill place. We do some giveaways over there. We're going to do one when we hit 500 subscribers. So go check us out over there on Vader's Lair Discord. Much love, y'all. Soju Sudden says, Cad Bane is evil Squidward. Does Cad Bane have a nose? No, I don't know. I forgot. Let's head back in the lair. I forgot we're still doing this. Alright, there's also one other thing I did want to tell you guys about. I'd heard it from Star Wars Meg, and it is on the actor who plays Carson Teva. I think his name, I apologize because I definitely am going to butcher this or get it wrong. Paul Sen-Young something? I don't remember it. Paul something. The dude from Kim's Convenience that is the actor for Carson Teva in The Mandalorian, though, which is Trapper Wolf, Dave Filoni. Such a long explanation. Dave Filoni's sidekick in The Mandalorian. That guy is rumored to be coming back, and he basically was doing a live stream the other day talking about some of the stuff, and he basically started going on about a commercial he was shooting for mayonnaise. And it became very clear as he talked about this, he was not doing a commercial for mayonnaise, but shooting for The Mandalorian. And so the actor, talked about that, and then I think he did another live stream, and that the sandwich he was making is definitely looks a little bit more like Yoda than a jar of mayonnaise. And again, Carson Teva is the character, the Rangers of the New Republic character that was flying the X-Wing in chapters 10 and 12 of The Mandalorian. So that's pretty cool news, and it was pretty funny how that was figured out. Hey, and also check out the merch store. Tim just put it into the chat. I just pinned that as well. We are trying our hand in merch. It's pretty interesting. Actually, I can real quick. Check out the merch store. Check it out. These are the hoodies and different shirts, and it's kind of a simple design, but if you guys are interested in buying one of those, it would be dope and help the channel out. So thank you guys for being here. Much love, y'all. Let's head back in the lair. They're second cousins? Oh yeah, definitely. Darth Chaos says, didn't they say John and Dave did one and Rob did the rest? No, so I don't know if that's really what's happening here. There are two other directors I did see, and I can check real quick if I have that up somewhere. There were two other directors that were credited already, and I believe Bryce Dallas Howard is doing an episode. I think it's rumored, potential spoiler alert, the Bryce Dallas Howard episode is supposed to have Grogu in it. But that's just a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. We don't know. Just what I've heard. Pretty interesting. I do think it's likely that we're going to see Luke and Grogu in that episode. And I think we could even see Han. originally that was kind of just wishful thinking that I was putting out there into the world. And then I've heard it from some pretty reliable people, so I'm really hoping that we could see Han Solo, but again, something that we should take with a grain of salt until we get more information. I'm gonna see if I can find the director's sheet real quick. Sorry about that. How's your guys' Thanksgiving? What'd you guys eat? What was the best part of your Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comments. Rangers of the New Republic canceled. Empire magazine lists more Boba Fett directors. There it is. Alright, let's see. Alright, so the directors... The latest Empire magazine mentions in the article more directors for the Book of Boba Fett. It mentioned Robert Rodriguez was directing multiple episodes. Other directors listed were Dave Filoni, Bryce Dallas Howard, and newcomers Steph Green and Kevin Tancharian? Kevin Tancharian, I think. I'm just the best at names, aren't I? Alright, we're gonna look these dudes up, see what they've done. Real quick. Steph Green and Kevin Tancharian. Interesting. Let's see. Steph Curry shows up. Steph Green, IMDb. Oh, it's a woman. That's dope. Is an Oscar and Emmy nominated film and TV director. Interesting. Let's see. She did the Watchmen show. That's cool. The Americans. Alright, that's pretty sick. That's cool. She's done some pretty interesting shows. Alright. Alright, I'm with it. And then we have Kevin Tancharian. He is known for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Mortal Kombat Rebirth. Fame also. That's interesting. So this dude did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. One of them did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the other one did Watchmen. That is interesting. Okay. So apparently those are two of the directors that are going to be doing episodes on the Book of Boba Fett. And I'm all for it. That sounds pretty good to me. What do you guys think in chat? A couple of newcomers. I hope they prove themselves. Yeah, that's pretty interesting though. He's a dance choreographer. Oh, Kevin is... something is in my eye. It's a... Wow. My Thanksgiving was good. Had a lot of potatoes. Potatoes are the best part, Kylie. That's why they're Obi-Wan. My Thanksgiving was a month and a half ago, says Trev. Because you're Canadian. Nice. That's... Yeah, I wish our Thanksgiving was earlier. It's kind of nice having it close to Christmas, though, but... That's a lot of turkey in 2 months. Or like a month. That's interesting. Look at Wikipedia. Kevin is known to be a choreographer for Madonna. My damn That's cool. I don't know. I'm kind of excited by this. I think they could do a good job in these episodes. What do you think about Boba Fett coming out? Oh, coming to Fortnite. Interesting question, Wasted. I think it's cool they're starting to promote it a little bit, I guess, even in that kind of way. You know, more younger kids are probably the ones that play Fortnite in my experience. Yeah, I have like one or two homies that are around my age that still play Fortnite. So I think it's cool that they're pushing to maybe a younger medium through that outlet. Otherwise, I don't really play Fortnite, so I couldn't tell you. I think it's cool that that's a skin. He's dope. They had the Mandalorian too, so yeah, Mandalorian was in Fortnite last year. Yeah, Trev just said that as I did. Lasagna for Christmas? Oh, Don, that sounds delightful. You need to invite me over because that sounds great. And you're right, musical TV series for Kevin. Interesting. That's pretty much it in terms of news. Anything else you guys want to bring up in the chat or talk about? We could talk about the Heir to the Empire stuff. I still need to get into those books. Do you guys think when Thrawn comes back, and we will likely see him next in live action, most likely in the Ahsoka series, maybe at the end of Mandalorian season 3, but I kind of doubt it unless that's like, the post-credit scene. But do you think we'll get more of the OG Zon Thrawn, or do you think we'll get more of the Rebels Thrawn? And more of the newer book Thrawn? I think we'll get more of that, and I think he will be more of a anti-hero than a villain per se, like he was in the original Heir to the Empire. But I do think they will try to, somewhat how Marvel straddles the line of following the story but going their own kind of route from the comics. I think they're going to do something similar with the EU. And I think they can make it even better. And that the prospect and the fact that that's a possibility, it's amazing. And I can't wait for it. Especially as someone that wasn't originally around for most of the EU content. So it's cool that they can do this medium from their own perspective now. And with really cool characters that have already been developed in the franchise. It's pretty cool. OG novel and Thrawn, I think they're the same. Interesting. You're probably right. Everything we have got about Thrawn was post-Jedi EU Legends material. Everything we have got about Thrawn Disney style has been pre-New Hope. Didn't we get 3 with him as an Imperial that is canon? There's 2 trilogies for Thrawn, but maybe are you saying like that's after? Okay, you're saying that's after episode 6. You're right. I think I should read Heir to the Empire. You've convinced me. Pre-New Hope. You're right. You are 100% right, sir. Trev, that's why you would know better than I. Ludwig is confirmed. Yes, of course. Ludwig is the best, dude. Ludwig's the best. Ludwig and the Kiners are like, now that John Williams is no longer doing the scores for Star Wars stuff, Ludwig and Kiner brothers are like, all right, Star Wars, hop on my back. We're gonna carry you to viewership. Ugh. The best part of Disney Star Wars is the score. Big facts. Ludwig should do the music for everything. Oh, bro, but the Kiners are great. You gotta admit. Trev is smarter than me. I'm just a big dumb face, and that's why I need to read the EU. He's not wrong. That Mando theme is iconic, yo. Hey. Of course it is. And Boba's new theme, too. Definitely. That, watching the trailers and such, like, oh, I cannot wait to hear more Ludwig stuff. He's gonna set flames to the Star Wars universe. It's gonna be fantastic. Alright, any last minute questions? Let me know. We're gonna do somewhat of a shorter stream today, but I'm glad that we got to catch up. It's been pretty dope. I'm super hyped for the Book of Boba Fett, and I cannot wait until we get closer, until we get some better trailers and more teasers. And this teaser was really similar to the No Way Home teasers that we've been getting. they had the first two trailers, and then they're like, teaser here, teaser here, teaser here. And it's all like one or two snippets of like new footage, but like this felt very similar to that. And at least Disney's PR is giving us something now. Hey, much love, Star Wars 1995. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for being here. Much love. You ever check out Ludwig's credits? Ludwig's credits. Are you saying like his other works? I'm such a like I'm the boomerist, not boomer. I don't know. I'm something. I'll tell you that. Ludwig is a goat already, and he's so young. Yeah, this stuff he's done is fantastic. Yeah, his other works are great. His other stuff is great. I love the stuff he did with Childish Gambino, and I love his Black Panther stuff. The dude's a freaking legend already, for sure, as Tim said. I mean, like, watching that Mando episode, or you know, the breakdown episodes of like the behind the scenes stuff, the one we got with Ludwig made me, like, at the time I was kind of learning how to make music, and it was like, wow, the way this dude sees music is on like another level. Ludwig really inspired me at the time, and I mean, partially from that, watching that, I am here because of that. So that's just how it goes. Ludwig is a friggin' G. Justin is lost. What's up, dude? How you feel about Boba fighting with his helmet off in multiple trailers? Not surprised. Not surprised. I hope we get a lot of scenes with him fighting with it on, and I think we will. But I think that Tamora is going to have some sort of kind of, I don't want to say issues. We're not going to do issues here, but we're going to have a similar thing with Pedro here, where Pedro doesn't really want to keep the helmet on all the time. And that's because it's going to get hot, and like, you know, it's not comfortable wearing a helmet for 10 hours of shooting. I mean, who knows how long they're shooting for, what days, but you know, we know that he was gone for like 7 months shooting. So, I mean, at some point you're going to get tired of having the dang thing on, straight up. And I'm sure he took it off a lot, and they were just like, all right, we'll do this scene without it. It looks cool with Tamora's face. Tamora's face looks freaking badass, so I don't blame him. And it still works for me. It's not a big deal, but yeah, Black Panther soundtrack is freaking fantastic. It is fantastic. Justin is lost said maybe to put emphasis on Din's cred doing the opposite, but weird because Bo and her crew had theirs on in battle. I think they were on set probably a lot less, because you got to think Din and Tamora and Pedro are literally on set every day when they're shooting there. Like, they are in every episode. It's them. Those characters were in 2 episodes, so for them it was like, oh, this is so exciting. Probably, like, I'm sure that's probably how it was in the first couple of episodes for, you know, Pedro and Tamora, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes, if they're just like, after so much shooting, they're just like, this is ridiculous, take this dang helmet off my head. I don't know though either, because I just imagine, because like as a kid I used to have this like dinky Jango Fett outfit, and there was like this helmet. It was a cool helmet though, and I just like remember getting that all fogged up, and it was so sweaty and gross, and like I just like had to hold it by my side the entire night, and I ended up putting candy in there. I mean, I was a little kid, and obviously they probably have better like equipment and stuff, but I'm sure it's still same thing happens, like moisture, like you're breathing, you're in a confined helmet, like you're gonna get sweaty. Yeah, it is sad when you get copyrighted off, for sure, Kylie. Yeah, I got copyrighted on my comic book thing. I was really hoping I didn't, but like at the same time I wanted to use music that was very Star Wars like, and there was 1 or 2 parts of it that were barely, apparently, no, don't use our stuff, and I was like, Star Wars music, yeah, definitely. He also hasn't worn it in 5 years. Who, Tamura? Tamura hasn't worn it in probably longer than that. Until The Mandalorian. It's hard to justify with in-story reasoning, just logistics with an actor wanting to show his face, and difficult to have on when moving around a lot. Yeah, for sure, definitely part of it. And you know, there's rumored to be a whole crap ton of Mandalorians in this show, so I am certain we're gonna get a whole bunch of scenes with him with the helmet on, or you know, at least a stunt double having it on. So I don't think we have to worry too much, and if we see it in like 1 or 2 episodes, it's not that big of a deal, and oh well. But it does seem interesting, you know, he had the coins in the helmet. He does seem to have but again, these are probably like 2-3 episodes of footage max, so I don't think this is going to be a feature on the show of him just having the helmet off for every battle. I don't think that's what's going on here. What's up, Green Bear? How are you, my guy? I definitely agree, though, that it is interesting, the human aspect of the actor there, and just wanting to either show their face or not wanting the helmet on for comfort reasons or what have you. Alright, guys, I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I'm gonna probably be streaming again on Monday. Hopefully we get some more Star Wars stuff. It's been really cool covering this stuff within Empire. I can't wait for more stuff like this coming until we get to the Book of Boba Fett, December 29th. It's going to be really, really exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed the Book of Boba trailer and had a great Thanksgiving. Much love to y'all. Have a great rest of your night, and may the Force be with you. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome Star Wars content, and much love, y'all. Peace. Real quick, Star Wars 1995. Yes, I am super stoked with the Sabine casting. I think it's an awesome casting choice. I cannot wait for the Ahsoka series. It's gonna be hype. Much love, y'all. Have a great rest of your night, and peace out.